Good morning. Today is day 18. Where has December gone? Don't know about you, and I don't know whether it's just because I've been doing Vlogmas, but I feel that like December has gone by in a flash. So it is Monday morning, it is day 18. My name's Sam and you're watching So Let's Sparkle with Sam. Welcome. So I had a little cheeky day off kind of yesterday. We had our Christmas do on Saturday, and quite a few people were not very well. So we didn't have as many people coming as we were expecting. It was still a lovely evening. And it was all really nice, and we had like we went round the Christmas tree festival, so I'd taken lots of footage. And then when I woke up on Sunday, I just wasn't feeling my sparkly self. I just fancied a pyjama day. I still got up and I got lots of things done, but I did it all in my pyjamas, and I just felt like having a relaxing day. So I knew you wouldn't mind. So I opened my advent calendar, all to music, and I just took you on a tour of the Christmas tree festival, because that's what I'd done on the Saturday night, because you really didn't want to see what I was doing yesterday, because I was just basically doing last minute panic sorting for Christmas, basically, all in my pajamas, in a rather, in a state of me in the morning. So yeah, so that was yesterday, but it did end really nicely because last night I joined the little Christmas sewing social that was hosted by the lovely Samantha, Sequin Girly, and Christine from Gemini Stitches, who I have to say, Christine looked absolutely stunning in a velvet number. I think she said it was the Adrienne blouse by Friday Pattern Company. Yes, she definitely did. Looked absolutely stunning, and it's and actually it had me thinking this morning, and this morning I went on to Pound Fabrics and got some stretch velvet to make myself something similar but in a different colour. But I will hopefully, when that fabric comes, I'll share that with you. So yeah, so that was lovely. And Samantha looked gorgeous too. She wore a dress that she'd vlogged about a lot, from a fabric company that I think she's started representing. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, go and check out her Instagram. It looked great. She'd kind of smashed together patterns. I think she used the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes sleeves, got that nice kind of ruche sleeve. Yeah, so, and she put on a quiz for us. I love a quiz. So yeah, I didn't do well in the name that person round, but I did all right in all of the others. I'm pretty good on general knowledge because I keep myself quite updated with general knowledge because me and my family quiz every week. So yeah, that was fun. So that was last night, and then, as I said, it's Monday morning. I will put a picture up of what my window looked out of my window looked like when I woke up this morning and came in my sewing room, because it was beautiful. The sky had that like lovely pink hue to it, and then there was a rainbow. And I don't know about you, but rainbows really make me reflect on things. And yeah, I just kind of stood by the window for a few minutes and thought of lovely people, and yeah, thought how lucky I am. So yeah, anyway, enough of emotional old me. So yeah, and I think I just needed a day for myself yesterday. So thank you for the lovely comments of people praising me for taking a day out for myself, because when you put yourself out there to do these things, you never kind of know what reaction you're going to get when you do just take some time. So I really appreciate that. So thank you very much. You're all very lovely. So this morning I've got quite a busy day. What day isn't busy coming up to Christmas? So in a few minutes, well, half an hour or so, I am going to have a little bit of sewing time with the lovely Catherine from Soberton Makery, And if you haven't, you must go and check out. She has decided this year that she couldn't fit in Vlogmas because of her work commitments, but she's doing the 12 days of Vlogmas. So it's the last 12 days. So she started already. I had a bit of a binge watch catching up at them at the weekend. I think she's got 4 or 5 out so far. And you're in for a treat if you watch them, because I know that she's got some exciting things planned for them. Yeah, and if you don't watch Catherine, you should definitely. It's Sovereign Makery. I'll pop her in below. She's absolutely delightful. She's one of the nicest people in the world that I am lucky enough to call my friend, and yeah, she is brilliant. So you should go and check her out. So anyway, we're going to have a little FaceTime this morning, but I think for me it's going to be a FaceTime cut out, because I had a bit of a disaster last week that I didn't tell you about, because I was hoping it wasn't a disaster and I was just going to be able to solve it easily, but it's turned into a bit of a disaster. So again, it's all linked to this blasted Wilder gown. Whose idea was that? So I was doing the lovely rolled hems on my Wilder gown, which I have to say was the one thing that turned out pretty smashing on my Wilder gown. I was really happy with those. But when I was taking the left needle out of my overlocker, which is what I need to do on my overlocker to do a rolled hem, I must have not tightened the lug, the screw in the needle holder back up properly, because when I went to put my needle back in to set it back up to do normal excuse me, normal overlocking, it wasn't there. So I couldn't put the needle back in, and I searched everywhere. I used, I just could not find it. Took my overlocker completely apart. I mean, it now is clean, so that's a good thing. It's super clean because I've taken everything out. Can't find it anywhere. So I am lucky enough, because I work in a fabric shop where we service machines, or we send them off to be serviced. So I did call and email the guy that services our machines and said, help me. And he's coming to do the last pickup for Christmas on Wednesday. So he is going to bring me one. And I can fit it myself. I don't have any problems with fixing my machines. I'm a pretty practical person, and if you give me a picture, and I'll have a go, and then if I can't do it, I'll ask for help. I kind of, it doesn't faze me too much. So I'm pretty sure that once I have the right bit, I can fix it and pop it back in. But that means I am without an overlocker, because I have 2 spare sewing machines, but I don't have a spare overlocker. So very long story. So I have got some garments that I have to finish for Christmas, some gifts and things that need overlocking before I can hem them. So I am going to take them into work, even though I'm not working today. I've spoken to the lovely Carolyn, and she said, yeah, sure, use the workshop today, because the workshop is actually closed on a Monday. Well, the shop is closed on a Monday. We do have some lessons in there, but I've spoken to the lovely Emma that's doing that, and she said, no, please come, because we're not full. So it'll be nice to see you and have someone using the machines. So yeah, so once I've done all my bits and pieces this morning, I'm going to go in to the workshop this afternoon and hopefully get all of my overlocking done. But I'm just thinking it might be a bit of a silver lining, because we have a couple of cover stitch machines in the workshop, so I might do some fancy finishing. I might use the cover stitch machine and do some nice finishing on which I can't do at home. So yeah, silver lining. It's okay. So yeah, so that's what's happened in the Sam household, Sparkly household, which is a bit disappointing, but that is the way it is. So what else is happening today? Oh, if you can see behind me, I've got my Christmas top. I've decided on my Christmas top cut out, and the fabric is, I've got the green version here, and this is the light burgundy version. And I'm totally copying Rachel from the French Seams, because I think it was last year she made a Freya, cowl neck Freya from this material, and I absolutely adore it. And every time I see her wearing it, I think, oh, that looks absolutely great. It was from Pound Fabrics. It was an absolute bargain, this fabric. I think they've still got it, and if they have, I'll link it below. And so I decided, rather than copy exactly, I'd go for the burgundy one, because I actually quite like that colour. And it goes with a lot of my wardrobe. So I'm cut that one out for the top. And then this fabric, I was thinking of making into a wrap dress, or I might make another one of those, but give it to my mum. It depends on how much time I have. So, but I just had to get both fabrics because I thought they were beautiful. And very Christmassy and very sparkly and very gold and very me. So yeah, so that's yeah, so I think that's where I'm up to, really, apart from the bits that I need to finish. And then yeah, and then there's a couple of bits I need to cut out as well, which I'm hopefully going to do this morning with Catherine. So I'm going to pop off now. I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea and get myself all set up, and then I'll see you a bit later. Hello. So it is now 8:30 on Monday evening, and I left you at 8:30 this morning, and I was just on my way to go and have a lovely little FaceTime sew along. Well, it was more of a cut along for me and a sew along for the lovely Catherine from Soverton Makery. And yeah, so I've been to the workshop. I have finished. Oh, I can't tell you how relieved I am. I have finished all of my kind of family garment Christmas sewing. Yeah, it is all done. So I mean, I had the lion's share of a lot of it done. It was just all of those finishing touches, and that's the thing that takes the time, isn't it? So I managed to finish stuff off on the cover stitch machine. I use the cover stitch machine, so it looks all very professional. So I just hope they like it now. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to today. And yeah, so that's why I haven't popped back on. I did try and film in the workshop, but I took a lot of stuff with me, but I didn't take my tripod, and for some reason my tripod that I have at work I couldn't find, so I just couldn't, and because I was obviously sewing, I couldn't hold and sew, and yeah, so I tried my best. It didn't quite work out. So I will try harder to do that, to take you with me more often when I go into the workshop, because it was quite fun. So yeah, me and my colleague Emma, I kind of joined her in between her sewing classes. I did join her for her beginner sewing class. I met two lovely ladies that she was teaching to sew, and they were very lovely, made me feel very welcome. And then me and Emma sewed the rest of the afternoon. So yeah, so that was really good fun. As I said, I've got all of those things finished. One thing that I didn't get done that I was kind of hoping that I'd get done was my Freya top. But it's all pinned together and it's all kind of ready to go. And as soon as I get the screw back from David Bray, who is our sewing machine engineer, sorry, it's been a long day. As soon as I get the lug back and get my overlocker going, I'll be able to get that done. Or I might just sew up on the sewing machine. Do you know what? The first time I sewed it, I didn't have an overlocker, and I sewed it on my sewing machine. So I might just sew on my sewing machine. We'll see. But tonight, Simon is downstairs playing on his computer games. Apologies for the carnage that's going on behind me. I've got loads of things that I need to sort out sample wise for work, and so they're all in a big pile. Apologies for that. So yeah, so Simon's playing computer games, so I am going to have a little bit of sewing time, and I have cut out, it's inside out, I have cut out the bodice. This is the bodice. I have cut out some pockets. You see this lovely fabric? I got this lovely fabric from the swaps table, the virtual swaps table from the Sewing Social ran by Sam Sequin Girly. So yeah, now this is a sleeve, 2 sleeves, and then I've got the kind of the tier, the bottom tier, the main skirt tier, and the other main skirt tier. So that is going to be a Nell dress, which is from the lovely Jane at the Dressmaker's Closet. Now, I've made a couple of Nell tops and 1 Nell dress, and it is meant to be made in jersey, but I do find them quite roomy. So I thought what I would do is I would have a go with this, because it is a stretchy kind of crepe fabric. It's not got as much stretch in it, certainly one way stretch than the jersey, but I think there's probably enough for it to be a comfortable fit. Anywho, you know me, I'm just going to give it a go and see what happens, because I love the colours and I feel like it's a proper kind of wintry colour and also style fabric, and I need to get it sewn up, and if I do manage to get it sewn up in time, I think it's a, you know, it's an up there contender for a Christmas dress. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be doing a little bit of sewing, but I'm going to say good night to you because the night is getting on and I want to edit this video and get it all done ready for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm working. It is Tuesday, so I'm going to try and get on at some point tomorrow at work and let you know how I got on, see what we're getting up to. So a little bit short and sweet from me today, but it'll probably end up being 20 minutes long, because it always ends up being 20 minutes long, even when I think it hasn't been 20 minutes. So oh, I do apologise, I'm waffling on a bit today. I'm very tired. So you take care. Don't forget to sparkle. I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.